Join me as I explore the world of luxury and taste test caviar to see if it really is the richest food in the world. Caviar, those delicate little eggs bursting with flavor and luxury, have long been considered one of the most expensive and exclusive foods in the world. Whether it's at a high-end restaurant or a luxurious party, caviar is often the centerpiece of opulence and sophistication. So, is caviar truly the richest food in the world? Or is it just a myth perpetuated by its high price tag and luxurious reputation? Today, we're going to explore the world of high-value foods and find out if caviar really holds the title of the richest food in the world. To start, let's talk about the common perception of caviar as the ultimate luxury food. It's not hard to see why, with prices ranging from a few hundred to tens of thousands of dollars per kilogram. Caviar is undoubtedly one of the priciest ingredients out there. But is it really the richest? That's a question we'll be answering later. One thing is for sure, though. Caviar has a certain allure to it. Maybe it's the glamorous associations with Russian czars and luxurious parties, or maybe it's the sheer exclusivity of it all. Whatever the reason, caviar is undoubtedly a status symbol, and people are willing to pay top dollar for it. But how does caviar compare to other high-value foods? We'll be exploring that in a second, but for now, let's take a look at the different types of caviar and what makes them so expensive. First up, we have beluga caviar, considered by many to be the crème de la crème of caviar. Harvested from the rare beluga sturgeon, this type of caviar can cost upwards of $10,000 per kilogram. Then there's Osetra caviar, sourced from the Osetra sturgeon and priced around $2,000 to $6,000 per kilogram. And finally, we have Sevruga caviar, the most affordable of the three at around $1,000 to $2,000 per kilogram. So what makes these types of caviar so expensive? For one, it's the rarity of the sturgeon fish themselves. Beluga sturgeons, for example, can take up to 20 years to mature, making their eggs extremely scarce. Then there's the labor-intensive process of harvesting and processing the caviar, which involves carefully extracting the eggs and treating them with salt to bring out their unique flavor and texture. But caviar isn't the only luxury food out there. In fact, there are several other ingredients that could give caviar a run for its money in terms of price and exclusivity. Take truffles, for example, which can cost upwards of $100,000 per kilogram. Or saffron, the prized spice that can cost up to $10 per gram. So how does caviar stack up against these other luxury foods? As it turns out, caviar doesn't even come close to being the richest food in the world. That title belongs to a type of truffle found in Italy, which can cost upwards of $200,000 per kilogram. But what's surprising is that even saffron, which is often used in tiny amounts, can be more expensive than caviar on a gram-for-gram basis. So what does it all mean? Well, for one, it means that caviar might not be as exclusive as we thought. Sure, it's still a luxury food, but it's not the only game in town when it comes to high-value ingredients. And two, it means that we should be paying more attention to other luxury foods like truffles and saffron, which might just be the new status symbols on the block. In the end, it's clear that caviar might not be the richest food in the world, but it's still a culinary treasure worth exploring. Whether you're a foodie, a luxury enthusiast, or just someone who loves trying new things, caviar is definitely worth a taste. Thanks for joining me on this journey. If you've got any thoughts on caviar's status as the richest food in the world, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about other luxurious foods, be sure to check out my next video on Opus Caviar YouTube channel.